Today, superheroes are all the rage. They've come a long way from the comic strips of the 1930s. Some consider Superman to be the first superhero, and many others assign that title to Doc Savage. But no matter. Personally, my superhero predates the two and has all the qualities that so captivate the public imagination. Here's who.
Jamu is a traditional herbal drink with many varieties and is consumed to prevent many different diseases. Talking about its history, jamu was first distributed by the Javanese in Indonesia. It was the time of the Mataram Kingdom, so far back in time that the barter system was still the popular mode of currency. A time where health services did not yet reach the remote corners of the land. As a result, Jamu Gendong contributed greatly to healthcare, offering a solution especially to those living far from the kingdom.
What do you think? Amidst the difficulties and constraints of the time, Jamu Gendong really stepped up and played a superhero's role, a spice that has been beneficial from times of old to this very day. Aromatic ginger.
Aromatic ginger is widely cultivated in Southeast Asia. It is predicted that the regions of Myanmar and India are responsible for initially providing the right habitat for it to thrive. Not only known by the name aromatic ginger, this plant is often called sand ginger, for it is often sold in powder form.
Now maybe you've seen the previous episode discussing ginger. As a recap, there are 3 types found in Indonesia: white ginger, Java ginger, and red ginger. Now, what differentiates aromatic ginger with the ones I've just mentioned?
Aromatic ginger is a part of a family of flowering plants, Zingiberaceae. Not only that, but turmeric, greater galangal, and curcuma are also examples of this ginger family, and also has been purposed as medicine and cooking spices for centuries. These monocots also share in that their main use is in utilizing its rhizome.
Aromatic ginger is believed to come from Southeast Asia. From history, we learn that 2 countries are credited for being its origin: Myanmar and India.
Observing the spread of aromatic ginger to different regions of the world begs interest. From India, a region with a long history of using spices to treat illnesses, to spreading across Southeast Asia and Indonesia, through the South China Sea, and finally reaching further locations when introduced to North Australia.
Don't you agree that the countries in Southeast Asia have many similarities? Similarities seen in its landscapes and culture. 2 contributing factors that certainly affect our tastes. And in this regard, aromatic ginger excels.
Almost all Southeast Asian countries are situated in the tropical region, Indonesia is the second most biodiverse country, but Malaysia and Vietnam aren't far off the top 10 list, proof of the many things our region shares. We also share in the ways we enjoy foods and drinks, where spices play a key role in providing those much favored tastes. An example is with aromatic ginger. Thailand and Indonesia both have a traditional drink providing similar qualities. Indonesia has jamu beras kencur and all the benefits it brings. On the other hand, Thailand owns an identical version known as nam buabok, with benefits similar to that of Indonesian jamu.
Beras kencur is a traditional jamu drink from Java, Indonesia. Its two main ingredients is rice and aromatic ginger. This drink helps improve blood flow, and from that is thought to increase the appetite.
Saya namanya Iing, pengusaha toko jamu. Jadi mulainya dari tahun 1980. Karena beras kencur menunjang untuk peredaran darah supaya lancar. Juga kalau menghilangkan pegel-pegel. Jadi kalau minum itu tidur, bangunnya enak badannya, terasa enteng. Kalau tiap malam minum 1 seloki beras kencur, itu pegel-pegelnya hilang. Jamu itu adalah pengobatan secara tradisional dan khasiatnya itu turun-menurun. Ayo generasi muda maupun generasi yang sudah lanjut, jangan takut untuk minum jamu, karena jamu itu khasiatnya oke.
Through an ethno-botanical lens, aromatic ginger possesses good economic value. For aromatic ginger is incorporated in a variety of Southeast Asian cuisines, and this is how it's commonly used.
There are two important things that are considered when using aromatic ginger in food: the added aroma and the impact in the taste of the food itself. Lalap, urap, sambal oncom, karedo, and gado-gado are a few Sundanese dishes that use aromatic ginger to improve upon the already delicious flavors.
Next up, we will discover the health benefits of aromatic ginger and find out how to process it. Continue to follow the land of spices. To uncover the facts of aromatic ginger, I've come to visit the city of Kudus, a city with a long history of the Java civilization, also known as the Kretek city. It has in store many unique qualities among its tradition and culture.
The city of Kudus is one of the epicenters of trade, and as a result of bringing many people together, Islam began to spread in the year 1549. Kudus slowly began to be the focal point of the religion of Islam, and the city changed its name to Kudus, meaning holy, taking from one of its saints, Sunan Kudus, who spread Islam in the area.
Behind me is the gate of the city. Built to resemble a tobacco leaf, it is claimed to be one of the most majestic in Indonesia and even Southeast Asia, and is bound to leave a fine impression to the visitors of the Kretek city.
The weather and climate of this city gives way to its potential as a region for farming and cultivation. Today, there are 3 different farming sectors in the city of Kudus. The first is horticultural, the second is for crops, and the third is for biopharmaceutical plants.
Aromatic ginger is a spice commodity that is much cultivated by the local people. Another factor for this is the need for spices in the time of a global pandemic.
Kudus ini kita kenal dengan kota kretek ya, di mana produksi rokok itu tersentral semua di sini. Oleh karena itu, tetapi di sini ada yang unik bahwa lahan pertanian kita merupakan lahan pertanian yang luasnya paling kecil di tingkat Jawa Tengah. Nah, salah satunya kalau untuk di tanaman biofarmaka, termasuk dalam komoditas hortikultura, di sini kita punya beberapa macam. Ada kencur, ada lengkuas, ada jahe, ada serai. Jadi untuk tanaman kencur di Kabupaten Kudus ini merupakan salah satu kekayaan tanaman biofarmaka yang saat ini memang perlu sekali untuk kita kembangkan. Untuk budidaya di Kabupaten Kudus sudah cukup amat sangat luas karena di sini juga potensinya cukup besar. Kita juga akan concern dalam pasca panen atau untuk produk turunan ke depan. Kondisi pandemi sebetulnya berpengaruh pada peningkatan luas tanam kita, juga untuk serapan luas panen. Nah, dampaknya pada tahun 2021 sekarang ini seperti agak berlebih, sedangkan permintaan pasarnya sudah cukup turun. Harapan kami dari pemerintah untuk pertanian di Kudus ini tentunya kita ingin hasil pertanian kita jadi pertanian yang maju, modern, dan tentunya ke depan mampu berdaya saing. Dan untuk para petani, dengan semuanya itu apabila sudah terkemas dengan baik dari hulu maupun hilir, tentunya tujuan akhir kita adalah bagaimana petani ini mendapatkan tingkat kesejahteraan yang lebih baik.
It is certainly a hope of ours to see a high demand for this spice. Interestingly enough, the United States was the second largest market for this medicinal plant of Indonesia, with a 2015 export value reaching almost 200 million rupiah.
Demand for aromatic ginger in the United States market is relatively high because aromatic ginger can be one of the main ingredients in medicine, cosmetics, cigarette mixtures, and it is also beneficial in enriching the flavors of American dishes, especially of those in the Western Coast and Hawaii.
In Indonesia, aromatic ginger is used in many traditional medicine. Some treatable health problems using aromatic ginger are fevers, headaches, rheumatism, toothaches, stomach aches, flus, and chest pain. That's a lot. But how does that work?
Kencur bermanfaat untuk kesehatan karena kencur bersifat 1. Antiinflamasi, antioksidan, antibakteri, dan antimikroba. Dan di dalam kencur sendiri ada satu senyawa utama yaitu etil p-metoxisinama. Karena kencur mempunyai sifat antiinflamasi, maka kencur sangat baik sekali digunakan untuk membantu mengatasi peradangan. Dan juga karena kencur mengandung antibakteri, maka kencur dapat digunakan untuk mengatasi infeksi bakteri. Sehingga kencur dapat dijadikan sebagai salah satu pilihan rempah yang dapat digunakan untuk membantu mengatasi dan menjaga kesehatan sehari-hari.
Indonesian cuisine is a host to many rich and different flavors. One of the reasons for this is the use of spices. Spices like aromatic ginger, for example, is useful in a number of dishes.
Urap daun kencur. This time we will cook using the leaves of aromatic ginger. Cut 3 bundles of aromatic ginger leaves. Boil the leaves first and then place the stems. Do the same with 10 long beans, 250 grams of bean sprouts, a bundle of spinach, a bundle of cosmos, and 2 pieces of carrots. Mix 5 pieces of curly chili, 3 cloves of garlic, 7 pieces of shallot, half a block of shrimp paste, and a tablespoon of cooking oil. Smooth with a blender and saute. Add 250 grams of grated coconut, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and stir it well. Pour onto the vegetables that have been boiled and urap daun kencur.
Research also says that applying aromatic ginger extract can improve bone health, thus aiding and preventing osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis merupakan suatu kondisi di mana tulang lemah dan rapuh. Dalam kondisi ringan pun, pada keadaan osteoporosis, tulang dapat mengalami resiko patah tulang. Kencur mengandung senyawa etil P-metoxycinamate yang merupakan golongan fenol, di mana secara uji laboratorium diduga dapat menstimulasi estrogen, sehingga kencur berpotensi untuk mencegah osteoporosis.
I am now at the slope of Mount Muria, a peaceful place, away from the city noise. A good change of scenery. For the locals of the slopes of Mount Muria, and to a great extent the farmers, aromatic ginger remains to be a promising commodity. In my journey here, we will find out how this spice is planted, taken care of, and harvested.
The district of Kudus is noted as one of the largest producers of aromatic ginger in central Java. Many of the farming lands of the Dawe sub-district that are spread across 13 villages are currently being used to plant aromatic ginger.
Karena ini hari Jumat, maka aktivitas kita hanya setengah hari. Dan waktu siang kita diwajibkan untuk sholat Jumat, maka istirahat untuk sholat Jumat sebagai kewajiban kita seorang Muslim. Petani kencur itu juga ada suka dan dukanya karena lokasinya ada yang melewati Sungai Tempur 9. Karena kalau ada banjir, itu sungai tidak bisa dilewati. Ada yang nginap di lokasi, ada yang bisa berenang, bisa pulang.
The best time to plant aromatic ginger is in the mornings, in the months of September or October. The reason for this is that aromatic ginger benefits greatly from the change to the wet season.
Cara menanam kencur kalau dengan cara sudah ada daunnya, itu ya gini Pak, gini, sudah begini, itu tinggal membiarkan. Kalau sudah hujan, ini tumbuh sendiri. Ini tumbuh sendiri. Yang tumbuhnya itu biasanya rumput. Inilah contoh bibit. Ini bibit yang super, agak begitu besar. Ini yang sedang, agak begitu kecil. Ini yang tidak layak untuk ditanam. lubang kecil ini, lubang kecil yang warnanya hitam atau bisa dibelah dalamnya agak begitu biru, inilah kencur yang tidak produktif untuk ditanam. Tanaman kencur yang sehat itu tanaman kencur yang daunnya lebar seperti ini. Nah, inilah yang sehat.
The farmers here are very meticulous in the maintenance of aromatic ginger, but at one time the earnestness expressed was met coldly in the market. Let's take a look at their situation then.
Tanaman kencur itu dulu memang sukses untuk petani, tapi ada kalanya hancur karena harga turun drastis di tahun 2017. Itu hampir penanam kencur itu bangkrut. Maka dari itu kalau bapak-bapak itu bisa untuk memberi solusi bagaimana tanaman kencur ini bisa harganya stabil agar petani-petani ini bisa istilahnya mengembalikan modal untuk kerugian yang harganya hancur di tahun 2017 tadi.
Quite intelligently, the leaves of aromatic ginger can adapt to the temperature and the sun.
This state usually happens during the day, when the sun is shining bright. The plant adapts in such a manner to decrease the evaporation of any water. Water stored by the plant.
The aromatic ginger plant has a white flower with a purple center. This can help signify that the plant is ready to be harvested.
There are 4 petals to the flower of aromatic ginger. The aromatic ginger flower is categorized as a perfect flower, as it has both the stamen, the male fertilizing organ, and the carpel, the female reproductive organ.
The spices cultivation can also benefit from using the multiple cropping system. In this case, farmers here have planted corn, which can help prevent dew from harming the plant. The process of cultivating aromatic ginger usually takes 9 to 12 months, a long wait. But isn't that the case for things worthwhile?
Tanaman kencur itu lebih baik diberi tanaman tumpang sari. Tumpang sari itu istilahnya untuk menjaga penyakit yang turunnya dari embun. Embun itu ada 2 macam, embun membawa rahmat dan embun membawa fitnah atau membawa kecelakaan. Seperti embun yang membawa keberkahan, yang manfaat, yaitu embun yang datangnya dari langit, yang datangnya itu di awal musim hujan sampai pertengahan musim hujan. Nah, yang membawa fitnah atau kecelakaan bagi petani itu embun yang datangnya di tengah musim hujan sampai akhir musim hujan. Karena embun itu bisa merusak tanaman kencur.
After the aromatic ginger is harvested, it is brought to the distributor where it is sorted for quality. The ones that make the cut are weighed and then bagged.
Perkenalkan, saya nama Ahmad Abidin. Usaha saya hasil tani kencur. Kalau ada yang bawa kencur di sini ditimbang, dicurah, ya seperti itu. Nanti kalau sudah ngumpul banyak dikemasi. Tapi caranya kan diayak dulu, biar bersih tanahnya, biar turun. Dimasukkan ke karung lagi, ke karung besar. Paling kurang lebih ukuran 1 kintal lah. Terus ditimbang lagi, dimuat di truk. Kalau harapanku sih hasil tani naik, sama petani-petani di lokal kan bisa seneng lah dibanding tahun-tahun ini. Tahun-tahun ini kan memang agak susah.
Yet another region in Indonesia that produces such a fruitful spice. And yet another instance of how a local culture has coalesced with the spice. There are many stories to tell in the land of spices. Let's see Indonesia, see the world, and see today.